A fetus in its mother's womb, the most potent symbol in the moral minefield of abortion. But behind the old images, there's a new debate, and this time it's the doctors who are speaking out.
Most people don't want to think about abortion. Most people would like to bury their head in the sand.
Tonight on Panorama, the dilemmas the doctors have been keeping hidden behind closed doors. An 18-year-old girl crosses the threshold of a hidden world. It's a private clinic and she's come for an abortion. 1 in 3 women will have one. She's 9 weeks pregnant, an accident. She's single and she's already got a 2-year-old daughter.
I wouldn't be able to cope mentally or physically because my daughter does tire me out a lot now. I don't think I could cope with 2 young children running about all day long.
There are 200,000 abortions a year in Britain, more than 500 a day. Alan Rogers will do 30 this morning. He's one of the few doctors prepared to allow us behind the closed doors of his operating theatre. He says he and his patients have nothing to hide.
I think it's wrong to try and make a woman feel guilty about something which she is going to do. I don't think that's profitable at all.
For this girl, abortion is a last resort. The decision's not been easy.
If I could, I'd go through giving the baby up for adoption, but I couldn't do that. Because if I had the baby, that's it. I wouldn't want to let it go. It is then a part of me. I've given birth to it, and I really couldn't let it go.
There's nothing wrong with any of the women on this morning's operating list, and probably nothing wrong with their babies either. They're abortions for social reasons and legal up to the 24th week of pregnancy.
I think if somebody wants to have a baby, they should have one, and I think if somebody doesn't want to have a baby, then they shouldn't have one.
The decision's my decision, no one else's, and it will be made by me and no one else. And I will not be made to feel guilty for my decision.
Like every other woman who walks through these doors, she'll remain conscious right up to the last moment, just in case she wants to change her mind.
I feel nervous, I feel a bit scared, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's something you have to deal with.
I want you to bring your bottom down a bit. Lovely, that's it.
I don't consider it as a fetus or whatever. I do consider it as a person, but then also that person is a responsibility that I can't live up to.
At this early stage in pregnancy, abortion is such a simple procedure it could be done under local anaesthetic. But the girl, like many others, has chosen to be unconscious during her abortion. Like 90% of all abortions, it's taking place in the first 12 weeks of pregnancy. A tube will be placed in her womb. The fetus is just 3 centimetres long, small enough to be sucked through the tube into a container. The abortion takes just over a minute. The contents of the container will be checked to make sure the pregnancy's been terminated. The girl is then wheeled back to the recovery room to wait for the anaesthetic to wear off.
Okay, everything's absolutely fine. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
For the girl, grief and relief are finely balanced.